We caught up with author Kevin Rasberry at Wild Productions rehearsal for their upcoming play, Confessions of a Good Man, inspired by Rasberry's new book, The Evolution of the Good Man, which is quickly becoming a self-defense resource for good men everywhere against negative stereotypes. The book outlines what women fail to see and comprehend in their pursuit of a good man.
I got a simple premise that I use when I write these books is you may not do everything right, but just always do the right thing. And I think that'll pretty much take care of itself because, like I said, there is no perfection in everything that we do. But when you do things honestly, things change. And that allows you to change.
For theminorityout.com, I'm Michael Bailey with this social report. All right, Kevin, so how you doing today, man?
Hey, everything's everything.
Been waiting for this interview for a minute,
man. For a long time,
yeah. Man, been trying to track you down.
That's right.
Tell us a little bit about what you got going on. First, tell us about the book. Tell us about the title of the book.
Well, the title of the book is Evolution of the Good Man.
Okay.
Is what good men have to say. And I did that because I get tired of women talking about they can't find no good men.
Okay.
But it's good men all around. But all of them don't work in corporate offices. That's why I remind all the women about. So just interviewed a lot of different brothers with different jobs. Trash truck, real estate, whatever. But that their job doesn't define them as a good man.
Okay. So let's back up. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Ooh. You can try and get me in trouble. For me, like I said, I grew up in Orangeburg. I always had my father in my life growing up. I grew up in a neighborhood that had all the men around, so I always did that. But went from there. I was supposed to play football. I had scholarships to play football, but I decided to go in the military. For some reason, I was scared of college. But I got to see the world. I was a Ranger, Army Ranger for 5 years. So I got to see some stuff, do some stuff, and learn from some different men. But at the same time, I learned a lot of what we call shortcuts in life. So that kind of got me into some trouble as I progressed. But as I got out of the military, I went and I played football at Davidson, left there, and just continued to grow. I ended up being a single dad for 12 years, raising my son and my daughter. But then I started making a lot of different mistakes when it came to women and just decisions, and not really understanding the consequences of those decisions. But I went back to school, went to Claflin. Now I'm back in school at Limestone. I continue to write books. My first book, Decisions and Consequences, is the realities of being a man, went bestseller on Amazon. So I actually ended up with a new deal with them for the Evolution book and one more book that I'm working on right now. So I just got married, so I'm settled. That's it. Thank you, man. I'm working on an all-boys charter school in Orangeburg. So just trying to help teach the boys not to make the mistakes I made, which some of them they're going to do, but how to prepare for them.
Okay. You, in your book, Evolution of a Good Man, now it has inspired a stage play by Wild Productions.
That's right.
So tell us a little bit about the stage play.
The good thing about the play, when Tangi and I sat and we was first talking about it, was every male character in the play, at some point in my life, I was that character. So even from Dre and Junior, the young guys, all the way up to George, which is, the father, even Mr. Henry, I've done some of those things as well. So we actually had to evolve into going to Confessions because we threw around the titles, we threw around different scripts. It took us a while to get to it. And then I basically turned it over to Tangi because that's what she does. So.
Okay. So the title, Confessions of a Good Man. When I had the term confessions, like I'm thinking, what you confess?
That's right. Well, it's a lot. It's a lot that goes on, and the thing about we have to understand, even though you're a good man, you make mistakes. One thing, a quote I made up was the manifestation of a man is basically how much he's invested in himself. So when we go through all of these different mistakes, it's not the mistakes that make you a good man. It is correcting the mistakes as you go along. That's what's called wisdom when you go through experience. So that is what I did with the whole book. That was the platform of it. And then that's what I used to do the tidbits to the play.
Okay. Well, let me ask you a few questions that all my homegirls have been asking me, so you want to dispel some myths.
Right.
First one that they've asked me to ask you, Now, if they come to the play are they going to find out how to get a good man? What?
Well, what they're going to find out is they pass good men every day.
Okay.
Good men are normal guys, but they see mistakes and they don't think that that guy can be a good man when mistakes happen. You know, a good man and a perfect man are not the same thing. Okay. So perfection is already come and gone. So we got to work with what we have. So.
Okay. Another one. I got a lot of homegirls, so I'm not coming because y'all they finna do some woman bashing. I don't want to hear that. Is that what that's not?
See, me and Tangi and Donna have gone back and forth with this script, so it's not a whole lot of woman bashing in there. That's not going to happen because it's a good balance, and it's things that they need to learn as well about women and their place and what they need to understand dealing with men. So it's there for everybody, men and women. Trust me, it's a balance.
I keep getting back to the title, man. Evolution of a good man. Because like I said, we got a lot of brothers out there now that are doing the wrong thing or highlighted by the media for doing the wrong thing. And as you say, the good brothers don't get no FaceTime.
That's right. and it's all publicity. You know, a good guy really doesn't sell a whole bunch of tickets because he's considered boring. But, you know, he's consistent. You know, you can have all of the other stuff that these guys do and they want to chase the bad boy, but as they begin to settle down, they're going to start looking for that good man. So, I mean, that's the fellas, they get a lot out of this as well, you know, on that mirror that shows them their self. So,
would this play be different? And once again, this is a question, kind of a conversation, that a lot of the gospel plays you see are strong black women, and the men are not so put together. The men that working on getting themselves together. The women typically in the gospel inspirational play, the woman plays the stronger figure. Are we going to see something different with this play? Are the roles going to be reversed?
Yep. I think what we've achieved is we have a foundation across the entire play to where there is a strong woman, there's a strong man, but at the same time, we have people who are developing, men and women. Even the ones that we think are established, they're still developing. And so that's what they do in revealing themselves to help everybody else to be better. So I think we've done a great job of establishing that all the way across the play, that, you know, it's a progression thing. As we grow and then we get that experience and wisdom, then we get better.
The Social Report is produced by TME Productions and distributed by the MinorityEye.com, a subsidiary of TME Media Group.